video. Tonight's the final night of the Lucas Oil NOW600 Sooner 600 week. Tonight we'll be at Creek County Speedway to cap off the week. We're at the car wash right now, getting things ready for our final night. Been here 3 or 4 times already this week, so tonight's the final night, and we're just getting our final preparations in for the week, so hopefully we can have a good run tonight. Alright, so we're at Creek County Speedway now, and we've already gotten most of the car maintenance finished up. I already know what tires I want on the car, but I just haven't gotten them on the car yet because I don't want to set them out in the sun too long. But we're pretty much just hanging out until stuff gets started now, so I'll probably take you guys up, show you the track a little bit, just like I did the other day. It's right around 2 right now, and I think they're not even starting anything until close to 5, so we got plenty of time to just chill for right now, so that's what we're gonna do. So here we are at the Creek County Speedway. We're in turns 3 and 4 right now, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on the track. We're just here on Thursday, so if you've already heard my thoughts from Thursday, it's not going to be a whole ton different. I'll touch on a couple things that we picked up on Thursday though. So one of the biggest things is how much elevation change this track goes through. So like if you're out towards the wall over here, and then I think you'll be able to see on the camera how much it kind of climbs up on the top side of the racetrack. Before, if you were taking like a late apex, you'd almost be going uphill before you dove it off into the corner. So that's something kind of unique. And then almost it sort of looks like you're climbing down, going downhill out of the corner over here. So that's one thing kind of unique. Right now it's looking like they've got the bottom of the track pretty wet. It's hard to tell for sure how deep that moisture goes, but like you can see right up here there's a little bit of standing water. So it'll be interesting to see what it does tonight. Pretty tacky on Thursday night, tacky enough that it was kind of pulling the car down, pulling the engine down just a little bit. So we changed the gear for that. It wasn't too bad in the non-wing heat on Thursday, but then we put the wing on there and it just really pulled the motor down. And like I would get a run coming out of 2 here on someone and they'd just pull me down the straightaway because they had the gear to be able to launch out of that corner better than I could. So we changed the gear, went out for the B main and drove to the front. So I'm hoping we're in a better starting spot here tonight. Now that we've got a better gear, hopefully for that tack that ends up in the center of the corners like it has on Thursday, and the time before that it was like that as well. So that'll be something interesting to watch. One thing that I touched on Thursday that I felt like I did a pretty decent job of, maybe struggled a few times throughout the night, but never anything very consistent, was the time before that we were here. It was really tacky right here through the middle of 1 and 2, and so I would pitch the car sideways and then it would straighten out in the center, and then you'd be washing up towards the wall over here. So on Thursday I kind of tried to focus on taking a later apex on entry through here and getting more of my turning done, so I could just so it could straighten me out through the center and I could be pointed in the right direction and have more of my turning done down here than having to do more over here. Seemed to help me out quite a bit on Thursday, so I'll keep building on that and see if I can get it a little more consistent tonight. But that's my thoughts on the Creek County Speedway for tonight. So there's just a few things for you to watch out for, and hopefully you guys can see some of those things come across in the video. All right, so we've got some time to ourselves to just kind of chill out for a while at the track right now. It's not too common, especially with these speed weeks and when we're running multiple classes, that I get a lot of time to just hang out at the track or do anything like that. So I just want to show you guys what I typically do when I've got some free time. This is Prepare to Win by Carroll Smith. Carroll Smith was a guy, he was like an engineer, team manager, and he made these books. He wrote these books in the 70s, maybe into the 80s, where they talk about a lot of different, very in-depth stuff on racing. So this is probably his more well-known book, Tune to Win, and that basically talks about like all of the vehicle dynamic stuff that goes into a racing car. So see, like, he's got vehicle dynamics, and he talks about tires and weight and load transfer, suspension, brakes, cooling systems, shocks. I mean, just everything you can think of that you might need for a race car is in this book, as far as like tuning what you've got. So that one I have not finished going through. I've read through, I don't know, the first quarter of it maybe, and then I picked this one up and got kind of into this one, and I'm maybe halfway through this one right now. This one actually just talks about like the metal fabrication, as far as like preparing the race car. He talks about fasteners and clutch, braking system, wheels and tires, transmission type stuff. I mean, just anything you could think of about actually preparing the car to go race, or like building something for your car. He talks a lot about in this one. So I've been reading through this one right now, and then probably after that I'll dive deeper into Tune to Win. But you can find these on Amazon, I believe, and he's got two other books, Engineer to Win and maybe Drive to Win. So this book series is like very in-depth, and Carroll Smith had like a very engineering-based mind that really talks about what goes into a professional racing car really well. And it's kind of dry, kind of tough to take in, because it's just so, I don't know, so engineering based that it's a little bit tough to take in, but lots of really good content in there. So if you guys are looking for something to read, something to do during your downtime, I definitely recommend checking out his books. I'm learning a lot from him, so I figured I'd share it with you guys, and hopefully some of you guys get something from it as well. Alright, so we were just about to go out for hot laps, and then had a problem with the suit where the zipper stopped working, so had to switch to the old backup suit. I wore this suit from 2013 to the end of 2014, and then I got the red suit, and I've been wearing that one ever since. But I think it's about time for a new one, so I think I'm gonna order a custom one sometime here soon. This suit it maybe actually fits just a little bit better than the red one does, but it is really stiff and doesn't have any of the gussets or anything like that. And it's not very comfortable to race in. So I'm ready for this night to get over with quickly here. Hopefully the results are there, but I'm ready to be out of this thing already. So we're about to go out for non-wing heat race, starting first in that, and then we'll start I think 7th in A class. So track is already pretty dusty. It looks like there's maybe a few rough spots there where some tack might come through. It looks like there's maybe a little bit of tack right around the berm, but it looks pretty dusty out there. I took a big swing at things already, dropped my stagger a lot, and about to do a big swing on my shocks here really quick too. So just about to go out for non-wing heat race. Hope you guys enjoy it. heat races right there. Went first to second in non-wing, made a good race out of it, and he just ran a good race and eventually got me on the top. Somehow marbles had gotten thrown out over my line in 1 and 2, and that was really where I was making a lot of time, so can't be too disappointed with that, I don't think. Makes us start 9th in the feature for non-wing, which we're about to go out for. A-class started 7th, made my way up to 4th. Pretty good run in that as well. Gonna start 7th in the A-class feature, so hope you guys enjoyed the heat races, and hopefully next time I'm back with you, we've got some good results from the features.
to see you one more time.